guys just sing other people's songs, right? Like a cover band.
No. Actually, Emily writes original songs for the Bellas.
So far, 2024 has been pretty awesome for us movie fans. We've got flicks like Red, White, and Royal Blue and Descendants 5, plus Toy Story 5 and Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires officially getting sequels. And let's not forget the live-action Lilo and Stitch that's in the works. What more could we ask for? Anna Camp just shared an update on Pitch Perfect 4, giving us a little reminder about Aubrey's storyline. And if that's not enough, Rebel Wilson seems to have confirmed that Pitch Perfect 4 is in development. So you know what that means, right? It's time to spill all the juicy details we know about this upcoming sequel. First off, let's talk about Rebel Wilson, who recently hinted that Pitch Perfect 4 is in the works. Yep, the star of the Pitch Perfect trilogy seems to have confirmed that the franchise isn't done just yet. The last movie dropped back in 2017, and while it crushed at the box office, we haven't heard much about a follow-up until now. In a chat with BBC Radio 2, Wilson revealed that while she doesn't know all the details yet, another Pitch Perfect movie is being developed. She said hopefully there's a fourth one in the works. There is one being developed. I mean, I know we're older now, so I don't exactly know what the storyline's going to be. I guess they've got to get the script right first, which is the age-old dilemma. So it looks like the Barden Bellas might be making a comeback, and honestly, I can't wait to see what they cook up next. But what could Pitch Perfect 4 actually be about? Well, we've been getting hints from the original cast ever since Pitch Perfect 3 hit theaters, but Rebel Wilson's recent comments are the first real confirmation that another movie is on the horizon. While we did get a spin-off series, Pitch Perfect Bumper in Berlin, which brought Adam DeVine back into the fold, we haven't seen a proper continuation of the main storyline on the big screen for a while now. Despite Pitch Perfect 3 not getting the best reviews, it still pulled in a solid $185.4 million worldwide against a $45 million budget. So Pitch Perfect 4 could be a big hit, especially if Wilson and the rest of the OG cast come back. Right now, there aren't too many details on what the new film will be about or which original actors might return, but the fact that it's even in development is already a win for fans. With Adam DeVine returning for the spin-off, it makes sense that Pitch Perfect 4 could bring back more familiar faces and evolve the story further. A fourth movie could give us the reunion we've all been waiting for and tie up any loose ends. In short, the Barden Bella story isn't over just yet, and we're here for whatever comes next. As for what we know about Anna Camp's take on Pitch Perfect 4, she recently shared an update by reminiscing about her character Aubrey's journey. Camp, who played Aubrey throughout the trilogy, first introduced us to the uptight co-leader of the Barden Bellas in the original film. Her character faced her share of challenges, from battling stage fright in the first movie to taking on a leadership role in Pitch Perfect 2, where she ran the lodge at Fallen Leaves. By the time we reached Pitch Perfect 3, Aubrey had undergone quite the transformation, moving away from her life as a Bella and hinting at an intriguing new career direction. In an exclusive interview at the Tribeca Film Festival with Screen Rant for her new film Nuked, Camp addressed the status of Pitch Perfect 4. While she expressed uncertainty about the movie's development, she excitedly referenced her character's storyline, particularly where Aubrey was left wanting to become a doula at the end of the last film. Camp's enthusiasm for the idea is palpable. She imagines a scenario where Aubrey is delivering babies while singing a cappella. Here's a little snippet of her quote. "I don't think Pitch Perfect 4 is in development, unfortunately. But if we did get a 4, I mean, at the end of 3, I was a doula. I was wanting to become a doula. I don't know if anybody remembered that, so I would like to see if Aubrey's really delivering children into the world and singing a cappella to them as they come out of their mother's bodies." You can print that, and I hope that the writers see it and that we make it, and that is all I have to say on that. Now, some fans are speculating that Anna might be downplaying the development of Pitch Perfect 4, especially with Rebel Wilson's earlier comments hinting that things are indeed moving forward. Despite her claims of uncertainty, Camp's remarks about Aubrey's potential new life as a doula suggest that there's still a lot of creative room for the character in a potential sequel. It seems that while Camp is cautious, she's not ruling out the possibility entirely. With the excitement building among the Barden Bellas and hints of storyline possibilities, fans can only hope that the franchise isn't quite done yet. One of the toughest hurdles for Pitch Perfect 4 is figuring out a solid story after the events of the third movie. The 2017 installment did a great job of bringing the characters back together post-college, showing how they navigated their lives after graduation. While a reunion is always fun, it might not have the same sparkle this time around. To really pull it off, the fourth film will need to come up with a fresh and compelling reason for the Bellas to reunite, ideally with stakes that are higher than ever. Whether it's a big competition, a personal challenge, or something unexpected, it's going to take some creative storytelling to make it work and keep fans engaged. Thinking back to where Pitch Perfect all started, it's pretty wild that there's even a talk of a fourth movie in the series. The first film was made on a pretty tight budget of $17 million, filled with quirky moments and catchy musical numbers. Who would have guessed that the Cup song would go viral and that the movie itself would blow up in popularity? It turned out to be a huge success, raking in $115.6 million at the box office. The franchise hit its peak with Pitch Perfect 2, which took things to a whole new level, grossing $287.1 million from just a $29 million budget. That's some serious magic right there. On the flip side, we think Anna Kendrick's return in A Simple Fever 2 might be more exciting than another Pitch Perfect sequel. The Pitch Perfect movie series seems to have run its course. Sure, Rebel Wilson hinted that Pitch Perfect 4 is in the works, but there's been no official word from the studio. Plus, Pitch Perfect 3 wrapped up the Bellas storylines nicely. Becca got her big break as DJ Khaled's music producer, and the rest of the gang went off to pursue their own paths. Revisiting the Bellas in Pitch Perfect 4 might just feel like a rehash of old themes. In contrast, The Simple Fever 2 offers Anna Kendrick the chance to dive into a more layered character with plenty of room for growth and twists. As Stephanie, Kendrick can explore new complexities and storylines that keep audiences guessing. While we're all about the nostalgia of the Bellas, the potential of A Simple Favor is way more thrilling, making it a standout project for Kendrick as we look ahead. Though A Simple Favor has its share of light comedic moments, it leans more toward being a crime thriller than a straight-up comedy. Stephanie, Kendrick's character, is complex and not entirely trustworthy, which allows the film to explore a wider range of emotions and scenarios. This blend of drama, comedy, and suspense really brings out Kendrick's talents, making a sequel the perfect opportunity for her to shine once again, especially as she moves on from her Pitch Perfect days. Well, that's all we've got for today. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one. Remember, we love hearing your suggestions for future videos, so drop them in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated. If you have any thoughts about this video, feel free to share them in the comments too.